What's happening, guys? So today marks a very, very special day. I'm going to sit this over here because this area of the house right now is the most funnest area because my parents actually move out here tomorrow and we decided to come back at one of the busiest periods of anyone's life. So we're here for that right now, and we actually move out of the family home of 25 years. So I've been feeling very nostalgic recently. Anyway, why does today represent a really important day in the calendar? So we're actually going to be meeting up with our three of our clients, Aiden, Anton and Ros, and I'm going to go a bit more into why we've selected these guys and what we're going to be doing today. But for me, I'm always brainstorming behind the scenes. I'm always looking to evolve things, develop things. So to give you a little bit of a background, I've been a coach for 8.5 years. I've coached over 1,000 people, and I launched Ready for Anything in early 2023 after a good period of time thinking about it. I always loved the philosophy of being ready for anything. However, over this 8.5 year period, coaching to me has become so much more than just training nutrition. It's became about the person. It's became about changing and evolving as a human being, stepping up as a man, stepping up as a woman, becoming a leader. And it's so much more than training. Now, when it comes to personal development, because that's the space that we work in, fundamentally, I don't think you can personally develop without training. I think it's one of the simplest ways to evolve as a person. I think it's the gateway drug to personal development. But the way that we're moving with Ready for Anything is that we're now positioning ourselves as a health and lifestyle coaching program. Yeah, there's fitness in it. Yeah, we coach hybrid performance, but that's not all. Now, this isn't news to anyone, by the way, that's in the program. Like, anyone that's in the program knows it's not just about training. They know it's not just about nutrition. They know it's about them. They know it's about them stepping up, embodying a level of responsibility, shifting their attitude, stepping up, evolving themselves through higher standards. That's what it's all about. Having a better quality of life, living a purpose-driven life. That's what we're helping people do. But the biggest thing that I speak to more and more people about is that word fitness. People hear it and then they just trigger and just put you in the same category as who I was 8.5 years ago. Everyone evolves over time and we're constantly doing work to evolve. So I just want to make this clear. We are not personal training. We are not just fitness and nutrition. We are life and health focused coaching to help people become the highest performing version of themselves. We help people that have maybe put their career in front of them. They've achieved a lot of success in there, but they've never been able to quite go all the way when it comes to their own results across the board, not just with their training. As I said already, this is nothing new or groundbreaking. I'm just drawing a line in the sand the way that we are doing this here. However, there's no denying it. We're great at getting folk results when it comes to their physique and their performance, specifically getting them competing, pushing themselves, testing themselves. So we're moving away from solely being focused on this and putting that in the pedestal, even though we never done that, but that's the way that people thought it was. It's always about the person, always. But we're very good at getting our everyday athletes incredibly fit. And there is some people that want to go all the way on that. We've had clients complete world champs, take on Ironman, get obscenely elite times when it comes to their running. And we've got a lot of clients in the program that have got big ambitions when it comes to their running. And this brings me on to the last part I was talking about there. Bring in Anton, Aiden and Ros. So these are our three clients that you're going to be meeting later on in the video today. And essentially, these are three clients that are the epitome of obsession when it comes to performance, when it comes to what they want, and bringing the RFA Athletes program. So essentially, we are creating a higher tier inside RFA for anyone that wants to go that extra mile when it comes to the performance. So essentially, we're going to be bringing in specialized testing, which is obviously going to take your program specificness up a gear as well. So that's what today marks. They're going to be getting their race kit today. I don't think it's going to actually arrive on time. We ordered it a week and a half ago. It's all specially made with RFA stuff, but I don't think it's going to arrive. It's meant to arrive today, but I don't think we're going to get it on time. So we're going to have to post it to them. But anyway, and yeah, we're going to go to Hampden Sports Clinic, I think it's called. Please put a correction on the screen here right now, whatever it's called, and the logo and the branding. I've probably got it wildly wrong. And that's at Hampden Stadium in Glasgow. So we're going to be heading up there at 1 o'clock today, meeting the guys, and they're going to be going one at a time to do their VO2 max and lactate acid threshold testing so that we can really get an accurate representation of where their numbers are. Now, when it comes to our program specificness, there is nothing, like we leave no stone left unturned. Ailey that's our specific role, head of athletic performance. But with this data, it's going to allow our athletes to essentially take things up a gear. And here's the thing as well, guys, like they're obviously going to be getting more exposure to me and the team than they already do. They're going to be getting a monthly call locked in with the guys as well, so we can really go over and analyse where they're at. But guys, I say this, I've said it before and I'll say it again. serious people get serious results. If you want to take other parts of your life more seriously, it immediately makes you step up. I can tell you for a fact right now, since we notified these guys of this, that we handpicked them to run the beta and test it out on them, they have seriously stepped up. They were already performing to a high level, but they've went through a paradigm shift and they're already taking their results and progress even more seriously. That's what this is. It's not just about getting some race kit and going and doing a test. It's about who you become in that next evolution and that next process. So I'm very excited to let me introduce you to the guys, see them absolutely send it on their test, because doing a VO2 max test is absolutely no joke. I've never done one before, but I'm really looking forward to observing it, and I'll probably be doing one soon. And yeah, man, I'm looking forward to just catching up with everyone and having a good laugh and watching them all send it. Happening, guys, how we doing? Anton and Aiden are going up first. So these two are two wee legends, man. They're not wee either, I'm saying it as if they're tiny. They work with each other, they're best mates, they're both in the programme as well. Anton came in first and then he obviously spoke really highly of it, so it's been an absolute blast to work with them both. It's only been a short space of time so far, but these two are going to go first, then Ros is turning up afterwards, so I'll let you see the guys when you get there, but I'm proper hyped up for it, man. It just makes me want to do it as well. Are you going to get one?
I don't know, I'm kind of scared for the guys.
Yeah.
I'm more excited to be watching than be doing it.
I don't even know how long it lasts. I know you go to the point of like as far as you can go, you're going to like a complete point of failure, but...
Well, what Seamus actually told me on the phone was, Seamus is the doctor that's doing the testing.
Seamus is such a Scottish guy's name, isn't it?
They take you up to a certain pace, and then they start putting the incline on so they can push you harder without risking you coming off the back of the treadmill.
Right, okay. Cool, well, that's going to be lovely for the guys.
Not jealous.
Thing. You ever seen the dwarf falling in the water? Yeah. And it's like a little like, drip noise? I always think it Ailey going whee! So basically how the test works, guys, is Aiden's on here right now. They start off at speed 6 kilometers per hour. And then every minute on the minute, they increase it by 1 kilometer. He's obviously got the mask on right now. They're testing a lot of stuff in there. I don't know the actual science behind it. That's why we're here. And then basically, we go progressively until we get to 18 kilometers an hour, which I believe is around like 320, somewhere about there, sort of kilometer pace if you work in kilometers. Then after that, they don't put the speed up anymore. They then change to incline, so they're going to increase the incline by 1 gradient every minute. And the goal is just to go as far as you can. So like imagine sort of fitness test style, or bleep test, leisure test, whatever you want to call it. And essentially what they're measuring is they want to get to a point where they can measure where lactate kicks in, where you hit your threshold, and then just kick it way beyond there. So this is proper work until failure stuff, so it's going to be good. Yeah, mate, with this, just get in the fucking zone for it, mate. Just get ready to hurt, get uncomfortable. The way to look at a test like this, and this is what I always thought about with like anything, is like the first part's the warm-up, man. And then it's literally like, yeah, less than 10 minutes of hurt, man. That's all it is. How are you feeling after seeing that, bro?
Scared, man.
Big man just broke the record for the, no record, but he was up there, wasn't he?
Yeah.
That was impressive to watch. Got that dog inside him. What have you got to say about that? How was that?
I was pleasantly surprised, to be fair.
Yeah.
Like, I felt good on that. Probably just up to went at maybe like the third time going up in terms of incline. But yeah, pleasantly surprised. I don't know what the exact VO2 max was, but I feel like it just shows hard work's paying off.
Yeah. What does that do for your confidence after how you've been feeling recently?
Aye, a lot, so much. Like, I feel like we've had that conversation multiple times past few weeks, and I think it is the fatigue that's setting in because of all the work we're doing, but obviously rest day yesterday, nice and chilled this morning, so I think it showed. Like, the fitness is fitness is coming on, it's just going to go.
Putting Ros in the spot here. This is our queen athlete. How are you feeling for today?
I'm nervous, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
I'm very nervous, yeah.
You just came in off the back end of seeing Aiden just come off the back end of that, so...
Yeah. I'm excited,
Yeah.
but I'm scared.
Yeah. What do you think this will do for you doing this today?
I think it'll give me a confidence boost.
Yeah.
I'm hoping so.
Yeah.
And it'll give me motivation as well.
Yeah, 100%.
It's a base.
Yeah, 100%. I think Ros is still trying to get her mind to catch up where she's at physically. She's a very talented runner. So I'm looking forward to seeing the results for this. That is Anton, currently sat at a 4-minute kilometre right now. Man's looking pretty comfortable. He's a 39-minute 10k last time we tested it, so he'll be fitter than that now, but this is like a sort of, it's a little bit slower than 10k pace right now, so he'll be feeling comfortably uncomfortable, somewhere about there. And then we're going to get to the 18, then it stops there, and then the gradient just keeps going up. That's when things get tasty, man. Just hold on to that, mate. That's it.
Nasty.
Nasty. What have you got
Good
to
though.
say after it?
It's a really good baseline to go off of now.
Yeah.
Never done anything like that in my life, so.
So what was the reading that you got there, and what does your watch say?
60.4, my watch says 55.
There you go. There's one for not being obsessed with your watch and letting your watch control your happiness.
There we go.
Rosie's main goal right now is a sub 3 hour marathon. She's currently, her PB's 3:10. She actually met me and Ailey at Boston when Ailey was doing Boston Marathon. So elite runner right here, man, going for sub 3 soon, so this is going to be a really good baseline and big confidence booster as well for her. So I'll stop talking because this is probably a very uncomfortable time as well. For females it's been slightly different. They're stopping at a 4-minute kilometre, so 15 kilometres an hour, and then the incline's going up there, but the guys went up to 18 kilometres an hour. This is purely because like female versus male mechanics, power, the amount of power, endurance, the speed that they can recruit, so that's why. So the incline is going up now. She's at a 4-minute kilometre. Really interesting results there. Amazing to actually see how different everyone is as an athlete as well. Areas that their strengths lie, where their weaknesses lie, and it's going to be absolutely incredible for their training, performance and programming going forward.
I think it's just a really good baseline to go off of first off. Like confidence wise, you never know without testing, and I think I've done that in the past with like 5Ks, 10Ks, but never anything like that. And I feel it like athletes do that, so like that allows you to step into that athlete mindset almost, and doing things like that backs up that mentality, I think, especially when you're all watching.
What about you, Ros?
Yeah, I think it was a bit of a pinch me moment, to be honest, because I never view myself as that person who gets to do that kind of stuff or like that good a runner. So I think doing something like that gave me a huge confidence boost, because it's kind of shown me that I deserve a place there.
What
And
did you say the women's score was normally?
like 35 or 34, 60.
Not that good.
Yeah. So yeah, it's given me more confidence turning up to start lines for sure.
It was class. I loved every single bit of it. I was ready for it. Something that I've always like imagined myself kind of doing, to be honest, and just like to get a chance to actually do that, because you see it all over the internet and stuff like that, and you see people doing it, you're like, I could do that, and I was pleasantly surprised. I didn't know it was going to be that high in terms of my like the stats that they gave us, so I'm looking forward to seeing the email, seeing what we need to work on, basically, because it just gives us all that data to kind of go back to the drawing board, look at what training we're meant to be doing and stuff like that. I feel great after it. Feel good. Just confidence for me. Like we had the conversation maybe a few weeks back and probably last week about like how I was feeling. I was feeling a wee bit fatigued, a wee bit low on my energy and mood. But that just shows like the hard work's paying off at the end of the day, and it makes me more motivated to get going and do more work. and be sensible about it. It's exciting for sure. So just motivates me for sure. Doing things like that.
For me, I think it just kind of solidifies the identity piece of stepping into trying to be an athlete. Like, I feel like over the last 6 months, that's what I've really been trying to do, is act like the person who would get the results that I want to get, and things like that is taking the actions.
For me, I overheard something the guy was saying when I was running, and he said, "Oh, she'd be better at a 1500 metre than a marathon," and that's the first time I've ever heard that. Like, I've always seen myself as a long distance runner, so now knowing what I know about what my score is, I'm like, right, how can I now get that so that he also looks at me and goes, yeah, this person's a long distance runner too. Like, how can I improve on that?
It's interesting as well, isn't it?
Yeah, I would much rather pace to a marathon than a 1500 metres.
Because you did the 1 mile effort recently and you were so nervous about it.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't my thing.
Yeah.
And then he said that.
Exactly. So yeah, interesting, I think.
When he actually showed us the results and where, I don't even know the technical terms behind it all, but basically like how Anton was a lot more powerful, like how like Aiden got to a point and then literally just like fell off, but he could tolerate a lot more in his VO2 max, and then Ros sat somewhere in between the boys. That was really, really interesting. And then it just goes to show then how when we take that back into training, we already like Anton and Aiden are obviously a team, but we treat them as individual athletes, but actually then it just gives me even more insight into how I need to treat them as different athletes and where specifically we need to treat them differently, and then how we can bring that together for them to work together as a team.
Yeah. What are you excited to do after seeing all the data and stuff?
Programming.
Well, guys, thank you so much for an awesome day. That was incredible. And if anyone is obviously watching this and you're inspired, leave your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure you head to your Instagram page as well. You'll find it obviously in my YouTube bio. But apart from that, man, prepare to see some big results coming in the future for these guys right here. See you later. Subscribe.